Dictionaries. So basically in this video we'll see about dictionary and also see applications what exactly it is done. So what exactly is a dictionary? Data dictionaries are also called as associated dictionaries in some associated arrays in some languages. So they are kind of like lists. So to understand the uniqueness, think about phone numbers, email address, maybe society security number, something like that. So if two or more people have the same phone number, then whenever someone has called that particular number, then all those people who would get the call, right? So maybe you have two different address. Again, you are sending one post, so it will be getting confused where exactly to send. So if at all two people have same email address, then all those people who have the same email address will get all the messages, right? So that's why we have key dictionaries which will have the key in the dictionary that represents the unique thing. Okay, so maybe you can take a common name. So there can be so many people who has the common names. Okay, so any names you can randomly take, for example Adam. Okay, so maybe something like Adam with a surname or something. So again with that there might be a lot of Adams. Okay, so in that scenario each and everyone will be getting whatever the message is been transmitted. So that's why it will have a key. So dictionaries will have a key which will be again unique one, and it will be associated, the key will be associated with a value. Okay, so the value can be numbers, string, list, tuple itself. Okay, so you can use all kind of things, and sometimes it can be dictionary itself. Okay, so just about anything real, anything we can use as real numbers except imaginary. Okay, imaginary numbers cannot be used. So you can think of data dictionaries are being like kind of a table where the first column will contain a single item of information that is unique to that item. Okay, so maybe best example would be a common table which will be having serial numbers. Okay, so serial numbers like starts from 1 2 3 4. So whenever you point out a serial number like suppose 5, on that horizontally you can have more number of columns, or one, if you consider just one column, so that will be our value for the key 5. Okay, so here the serial number will be uh, the key. Okay, so the serial numbers will be the key and 5 will be the key value, and it will be associated with some kind of values. Okay, so that is exactly how exactly a dictionary works. So you can consider as first item to be unique, and second column can be like repetitive. Okay, so this second column can be considered as values. So again the value can contain information related to the key, or perhaps unique to that. Okay, with respect to the key. And with respect to the syntax of dictionaries, so here we have, so the key is represent one unique thing, and you can associate a value with the key. Okay, so that is the fundamental idea. And coming to the syntax, it will be something like this. So here we will be using same flower brackets. So if you recall in sets we had flower parenthesis, so this particular like opening and closing, but the main difference like how exactly our Python interpreter will differentiate between a set and a dictionary is that dictionaries will have a key associated with a value. Okay, so this is a format. Again, if you don't have key and associated value over here, then it will be a syntax error. So you should have a key which is separated by a colon with the value associated with it. Okay, so the name here, the name can be the any generalized name who you wanna give as, and the values key value pairs are enclosed in curly braces. So the key values are generally used as like strings by using quotation marks. So here if you just define 1, so it will become integer. If you have double inverted quotations, so then it will become a string. So usually you will define with respect to strings. Okay, and also you can use numbers also if at all you need. And again you can use integers instead of, it's preference of the programmer. And also each column separates the key value name, so key name, from the value assigned to it. Okay, so the value whenever you want to store from that key name, and can be a number, string, list, and pretty much anything like as I was telling, you can use dictionaries also. Okay, so here again you can see it is like here we have like continued. So it means it can be having many as as many keys as you want. Okay, so key with respect to the key value pairs. Okay, so again to just like we can separate this, like again these key value pairs are separated by commas, so hence as long as we are following this, we can have the syntax in this way also. So this will help us with a lot of readability, and also differentiating with respect to keys which are placed in order, and then values associated with it. So we'll be seeing examples. So maybe we can write people name. Okay, so I have one particular example which will be working in the next video, where we'll be understanding how exactly this key and values will be working. So we'll be seeing that. So, and there are many like just like how we did data manipulation with respect to lists, and also data, like if you want to print out any data from the tuple or with respect to the set, you was looping around, you know, so you was accessing the data and also looping around them, or modifying, manipulating data when it comes to lists. So similarly we have in dictionaries too. Okay, so basically we can access the data. So after you add the data in it, and you can work with the numbers way. Okay, so you can just print out the value itself using the key value. So we'll be accessing with respect to that particular key whenever you represent with respect to the key and the name. Okay, so then that function would be just getting the value associated with that key. Okay, so again here we'll be using square parenthesis to represent the key. So it's similar to how we index. Okay, so here instead of having index 0 1 2 3 4, so it will be the key value associated with it. Okay, so we'll be seeing that, and then we can get the length of it. So this is like straightforward, so we can directly use the inbuilt function len, and then we can see whether a key exists in a dictionary or not. So here we'll be using the special keyword as in. Okay, so maybe you can use uh, we can use dictionary, you can use a keyword whether to see if it exists or not. So if the key exists, we'll be getting the return value as true. So if the key does not exist, then it will be returned as false. So again we'll be seeing with respect to that example, we can just print out the statements. Okay, and next is getting dictionaries data with respect to get. So again we was accessing with respect to the key value, right? But still you can there is a dedicated uh, method used under a dictionary, so inbuilt function. So there you can just get use the function get by using the key value. Again key value should be passed in this parenthesis. Okay, so you can use get value, and next is changing the key value. Okay, so dictionaries are mutable. Okay, so you can change any key value or value of a key. Okay, so keys will be remaining constant, and you can just value of the change the value of a key by just addressing it. So we'll be seeing examples which will be making more sense. I think you are already getting an idea how exactly that can be done. And we can do add or changing the dictionaries itself. So basically we had used update function, right? So we can use update function to add new keys and values associated with it. Okay, so we'll be again seeing syntax and all. So along with this we can do looping through dictionaries, so similar to how we had seen looping through lists or tuples or sets. So we can loop with the same kind of syntax, and also we can do many more stuff like copying a dictionary, maybe deleting all the items. So clear function which we had used, copy. And also if you want to remove the last elements, we can use pop function also. And also as I was telling, we can literally nest dictionaries. So you can have a key, under that a key you can have a different dictionary itself. So all this we'll be seeing in the next video.